Okay.
I'm trying to think. Well, question.
Yes.
Because I also have dash, so I am innately faster.
You are innately faster.
So...
And had you made the decision earlier before you took the damage, it would have been fine.
Okay, can I absorb elements and be like, this is earthquake damage to my bodies? Please? Please?
Sorry, buddy.
Can I hellish rebuke this fucking mountain? All right.
You are welcome to hellish rebuke the ground if you wish.
Okay, all right. I'll
Set the
concede,
mountain
but I
ablaze.
want to land on Sabhir, where like it's like senpai, and it's just like
That moment of you guys look up at each other and just like you somehow get more red.
I get more red, and I'm like, yeah, like your whiskers, they tickle, and I'm gonna.
There you go. You become chibi versions of yourselves. Hamtaro vibes.
You absolutely can. Previously.
Okay, Marco. Sorry.
Upon approaching the entrance to the Temple of Sabnu, you found laying upon the ground, impaled in a spear, the body of the water genasi Leora, who had been traveling with you to the Oasis of 1,000 Lanterns with Musafir and the tribe of the Silent Sky of the Ishkatari nomads. The high priests and priestesses refuse to allow entry to anyone until the desecrated ground and or the person responsible for the murder have been cleared or found. Set before you was also the Path of the Damned, an underwater path into the temple that seemed to be guarded by those damned by Sabnu who failed the challenge of crossing through in the afterlife. You, Sabhir, call the attention of everyone in the vicinity, and you spread out the spores of the mushrooms that you were given that gives you the telepathic communication, and you begun the manhunt for the murderer. In the meantime, Oggie and Hazel dove into the Oasis to get one of the sacred items that's necessary, a lanternstem, which is a scale, a pronounced scale on the back of the ghostfin crocodile. As Oggie and Hazel dove down to approach one of the crocodiles that seemed to be entering the Path of the Damned, Shun and Sabhir ran up a cliff to survey the area. The last thing that occurred, you all hear in your head, those who took it, which Shun abstained and Hazel abstained. So Oggie and Sabhir, you guys both hear in your head, "Oh, we found it! He's the murderer! He's him! The killer!" And it cuts off.
Awesome.
Oggie and Hazel. Oggie, you rolled very high stealth, nat 20. You got right behind, threaded that needle for its blind spot. Hazel, in the form of a seahorse, dove down to the depths of the Oasis and started rolling around in the grass, in the
Love it.
plant life.
Yeah.
The crocodile seemed to have noticed her. And Shun and Sabhir, you are standing currently on the cliff when you hear this.
Shit.
We'll have we'll start with Shun and Sabhir.
Solid choice. Hey man, I'm not trying to solo a giant croc over here.
what? You think we're gonna jump in the water?
No. I'm just trying to delay the inevitable.
Inevitable? Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair. Okay.
trying to remember the movie. I think it was Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, that's right.
Chubbs,
Yeah.
remember that croc that took your hand? I
You
got
guys
his
gotta.
head.
That's right. You guys gotta come in for revenge when I die.
Hey man, you can be like Aquaman and come back with a sick hook.
That would be dope. Or maybe his magic hand was magic. Made of water.
You could also put a little brush, so when you're doing archaeology.
Ooh. I'll just be Go-Go Gadget, but with
Yeah.
Shun and Sabhir, what are you guys doing? You hear this cry, Sabhir. You hear this cry in your mind, and a voice suddenly silenced. What are you guys doing?
Shun's just currently looking out, like kind of enjoying the scenery, just keeping an eye, looking at the horizon.
Shun,
Yeah.
we have to get down there. There's someone died. We have to get down.
And I'll try to affix like a rock handle or just a rock handle. If I can find a rock and then grab some rope and tie it off to one of the ropes, and I'll just start trying to like
Rappelling down.
repel.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Make a.
First roll of the night.
Make an athletics check. I'll give you the. Make a survival check. Or athletics. Your call.
Is Steve roboting for anybody, or is it just me?
Just you.
Okay. You said either a
Athletics or survival.
the same, so 8.
8. Woof. How high up did you climb?
I believe we said we climbed up to the
Pretty
tippy
high.
top.
It was I don't think the tippy top.
No,
it was
you didn't-
relatively.
You went up pretty high, but you didn't climb up to the tippy top. I
Oh, that's
remember.
right.
I
You made
remember
it-
being like,
you
"Did you
made it
guys make it all the
halfway.
way up?" And then you guys.
How
were
many
like, "No."
stories is this thing?
I'll tell you what.
My mind says like 4 or 5.
My mom's telling me
Matt.
4 or 5,
Roll a d10. Steve, roll a d10.
but my body is telling me
body.
ow.
9.
1 second. Roll off the table. 3.
You're up 6 stories.
Hey.
You tie down your rope, and in such a rush, you slip. You just see Sabhir like grab the rope. He rappels down, and you see that it like slides. The knot slides out. You take
Anybody
8.
remember Lion King?
18 points of damage, fall damage. You fall prone.
You said 8.
Yep, you take 18.
Just kidding. That add another 10.
Yep, you take 18 points of damage. You fall 6 stories. We'll say each story is 10 feet, so that's 66.
No!
Shun, what are you doing?
Shun at first was like, reacting and trying to get down, but then sees Sabhir fall and tries to get down quicker. So I'm gonna use acrobatics if you'll allow me.
Go for it, my dude. Oh no.
Parkour.
I rolled an 8 on the die.
Okay.
But plus 5 makes it a 13.
Don't you have like reliable talent or something?
That's at level
That's like
9.
a-
That's a level 9 rope thing.
Hey man, look, he's whatever level he needs to be to make that a real thing. All
He
right.
didn't take as many candies as you.
Yeah.
No.
I took 1. And
It
still-
takes you a bit. It can take you a bit longer to get down, or you can go down and take less damage.
I'll take the damage.
All right.
I want to get to my buddy.
We're all just getting hurt up in here.
Holy shit. I rolled half the dice, but I rolled really well. You take 16 points of damage.
You know,
I rolled 2 6s and a 4. I'm sorry.
it's just. I think consistently, anytime we've ever played D&D, Marco and I, in any group that we've ever been a part of, Marco has consistently the highest rolls on average of no matter what it is, be it damage, D20 rolls, whatever. He's just always up.
That's not been the case for most of this campaign, but
Well, now I'm here, so.
yeah. Okay.
I'm trying to think. Well, question,
Yes.
because I also have dash, so I am innately faster.
You are innately faster.
So,
And had you made the decision earlier before you took the damage, it would have been fine.
okay, can I absorb elements and be like, this is earthquake damage to my bodies? Please? Please?
Sorry, buddy.
Can I hellish rebuke this fucking mountain? All right.
You are welcome to hellish rebuke the ground if you
I
wish.
want. Okay. All right. I'll
Set the mountain
concede, but I
ablaze.
want to land on Sabir, where like it's like senpai, and it's just like
That moment of you guys look up at each other and just like you somehow get more red.
I get more
Yeah.
red, and I'm like, yeah, like your whiskers, they tickle, and I'm gonna.
There you go. You become chibi versions of yourselves. Hamtaro vibes.
You absolutely can. You fall on Sabir. You guys are facing each other. What are you guys doing?
Oh,
They need to like wave their arms
God.
over.
you can can you please?
Fuck, where are we going?
I don't know. Can you give me a hand? It kind of hurts. I usually land on my feet, but not like this.
Yeah. Okay. Come on, and I'll help him out. All right.
Okay.
so
Okay.
Tell me it wasn't one of our 2 chuckle fucks. Can you tell?
No, I
feel
believe
really
the
bad.
amount. I believe the amount that they took. Would possibly it would be gone by now. It has to be somebody else.
Okay. Well.
Let me try one thing again.
And I cast Thaumaturgy,
Okay.
and I will scream.
Everybody, be alert! There's been a sighting.
Okay.
And then
Take your mushrooms. Form a
maybe-
connection.
Maybe you should preface that it is not just a sighting, but somebody has been injured.
You told me not to like scare them. That's literally what you said last time.
No, I said don't tell them to stay inside the house. It's Sabia. Come on.
Make a performance or make a persuasion check.
performance
Or persuasion.
That's gonna be a +1 for a 5.
5.
No matter how I bark.
Can I give him the help action and telling him to say the thing about being injured?
Sure.
Yes.
They have been injured.
Well said.
5.
Well said.
God damn it.
Oh.
Hey.
Thanks, Munch.
Hey!
You
The frog
get up.
master.
You're shouting as Shun has like fallen on you, and the fall itself knocked the wind out of you. Thaumaturgy does work, and their voice does get echoed, but like it's hard to exactly articulate what you're trying to say. But people are now alert and in a panic, and you guys dashing forth has people starting to run in different directions.
Okay.
So
Question
Yes.
about the mushrooms again.
yes,
Because we were connected, we could feel each other's like feelings and everything like that, right? The first time. But did it also give us a sense of where it was at?
it did not give you a sense of where it was at, but here's what we'll do. You can try to delve in deeper to try to find the string of consciousness. So, what you'll do... How does detect thoughts work? I forgot. Detect
I think it's like a
thoughts.
wisdom save.
I
or
think
something.
they have to make a wisdom save. Right?
They automatically fail because they're dying.
I mean, maybe.
I don't think they automatically.
Okay, what's your spell save DC?
Spell save is 14.
Good.
They rolled an 18. You do manage to find the consciousness, which seems to be falling less and less and less, like it's fading. But it is filled with fear. It is filled with panic. It is filled with pain, and you cannot ascertain, even if this is like male, female, or anything in between, or anyone in between.
Okay.
So, but there are people starting to like panic and run out. Both of you make a perception check real quick.
Wait.
Is the orbs or are the lanterns still following?
The two lanterns that have been following you are still following you. The orange one and the like seafoam green one.
Okay. 18 on perception.
18. Shun.
He's higher.
Okay. After a while of running around and kind of like trying to find your bearings and through the chaos, it does take you a minute, but you start to see a group of people kind of like, some of them like going to this one particular path through some of the tents that are off in one of the outcroppings, and people running away from that space as well. A lot of attention has been garnered there.
Shun, I believe it might be there. We might have to. Let's just pass by, see if there's anything.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. You guys keep running, making your way through the crowd. We're gonna cut to Oggie. Oggie.
No.
At the very, you are silently following this ghostfin croc. You are just a few feet away from that, like, the lanternstem pearlescent fins on its back. Hazel goes down. She starts rolling around, making a ruckus on the ground. She's a giant seahorse. She is.
I've got that pulled up here in wild shape. Not her using her stats though.
No worries. Yeah, she's using. Oh shit. Okay. She rolled pretty well for her performance. You see that she starts rolling around down there. The crocodile looks at her and like kind of like is gaining interest, and then you just see a fireball underwater where she was. She has now disappeared.
Shit.
Looks like a depth charge.
Like what happened before.
Pistol shrimps.
Yeah. Fuck it. Damn it. Cool, man.
And so it is currently distracted at the moment.
Oh,
what are you gonna do?
Good.
What's the
I'm
DC
going
for
to-
diplomacy with,
So it hasn't noticed me. I'm gonna investigate if I can, the area of the scale of interest to see if there's anything that I can gather in terms of like what's the best way to try and get this thing off. Am I trying to find like a leverage point to finesse it out of there? Am I trying to just yank as hard as I can? Is this like a cut and swim sort of situation?
You want to? Okay, roll an investigation check.
Cool. This. Alright, investigation. Please reply. Well, okay. I could have rolled much worse. That's +9. Hell would go 21.
21. Okay, yeah,
Yes.
you definitely see basically the layout of what can happen. I need you to roll stealth at disadvantage.
Okay. Stealth. Oh wow, I rolled 6. But I do have +7. So 13.
Would you say 13?
Yeah.
You rolled
Yeah.
worse. It doesn't spot you, but you do see. I think that, or you think that if you are able to like just stick your Kopesh in real quick, you should be able to ply the fin out on its own without even necessarily hurting the croc.
Okay. I'm going to do that. I'm going to start by using my bonus action to activate my Giant's Might, my second of its uses. As I, looking at the character sheet, you look at things that you've already used, and you're like, why did I use that already? And then I remembered I was holding Sabir up. No, sorry, I was holding, I think, Hazel up.
Hazel up?
Yeah, who was holding Sabir to do the shouting
or
thing.
was holding Shun, or you were holding Shun and Shun was holding Hazel, or
Yeah.
something to that effect.
Something like that. Ridiculous thing. Okay, so second Giant's Might, just in case, and in that same motion, I'm going to try and do exactly that, to try and just swiftly unhinge.
Okay, make an attack roll. With advantage because your stealth is higher.
Let's go. Hooah! That's going to be a 22.
22 will definitely hit. Now I need you to roll damage. Now here's what's gonna happen.
Sure.
Well, actually, just roll damage. Go ahead.
Okay. 8. Giants. Vader. Is that a bad idea? I think that's
An idea.
I'm trying to not hurt this thing, right? I'm just trying to take the thing and sweep away.
Just try it.
All right, I'm gonna activate the fire rune.
Okay.
Well, is fire a thing I can use underwater, or would I know that that's a waste of
Magical fire will be
Magical
able
fire.
to
Great,
be
beautiful.
used underwater.
All right, so a
We'll save
different
for now.
ring that I did not have on until I leveled up. I switched it out for my stone rune. So my fire rune activates, and the light of the blade starts to change into a reddish hue. As those who can perceive otherworldly things would notice this sort of like, not elemental completely, but the shape of a giant on fire. His arm kind of just covers mine as it helps me move into the position. That's gonna be 2d6.
The water around the blade starts to boil and bubble.
Yeah. Get 2/6 out of the bat. I'm sorry. Yeah, they're orange. That's perfect. All right. Hoo-ah! So much. All right. Actually, a lot of twos and only 2s and 5s. Yeah, 15, 19, 2. So 21.
Oh, 21 will absolutely be
Oh,
sufficient.
wait, sorry. 21 plus 4. 25.
25 will absolutely be sufficient to pluck the fin, the lantern stem. You manage to grab it, but now you have the crocodile's attention.
Okay, that was action, bonus action. I'm going to swim the fuck away.
Okay. It's going to take an attack of opportunity on you.
No, is it not surprised?
It gets to... It is surprised. Does it get to take an attack of opportunity even though it's surprised?
My understanding is no, but you tell me. You're the DM.
Let me see real quick.
Okay, I'll wait.
Surprise is a condition.
This sets a precedent.
It does set a precedent. Ooh. Surprise 5e. If you're surprised... Okay. Can't move, take actions on your first turn of combat, and you can't take a reaction until that turn ends. So you are able to swim away 30 feet from it.
I will action surge dash.
So you swim 90. You swim away 90 feet. You have a 90-foot.
I have 30 feet for swim as well as 30 feet for walk.
Okay.
So 30 feet away plus dash, action dash for action surge is I think just gonna be another 30 feet. So 60 feet total.
I think action dash gives you movement as well. No.
So my movement is just 30. A dash action is another 30.
Right. But what I'm saying
But
is
I'm not.
if you action surge,
Mhm.
you get.
My action was to attack, so this would be like instead of attacking, I would have dashed.
Yes, but what I'm saying is, action surge doesn't only give you an extra action; it also gives you a movement.
You told me previously that the
No,
reason
I don't
why
think it
I
does.
was going too far was because I was using that logic. So you said no to me.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, it just says you can take an additional action on your turn. That doesn't include.
Oh, it doesn't give you
Yeah.
like a full other turn.
Well, that's
Correct.
what I thought.
Okay.
Because I was going like 120, and you were like, no, it only gives you that much movement.
You have 30
extra.
feet
Yeah.
movement, so if you move, action, and bonus action dash, you can move 90 feet.
Shun can.
Shun can move 90 feet. If you move,
Yes.
take your action to dash, that's 60 feet.
And that's it.
And then if you action, well, yeah, exactly. What I'm thinking is that
If I action surged, I could have done 90, but because I used my action to attack to take the scale,
But it-
I can only move 60.
Right. I thought that action surge just gave you an extra turn period, so you could get your
No.
movement back
No.
because of action.
Yeah, that'd be
surge.
nice.
But no, I looked it up. That's not the case. Never
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah, it's
so
just
yeah.
action.
So you just move
Right.
60 feet away.
Correct. So
And
I
it
move
cannot
60
take its
feet
reaction.
away. It cannot take its reaction, and that would be the end of my turn.
And then it's surprised for its turn. It can't do anything.
Correct.
So now you
So
get
it
to
goes back to my
swim another
Another
60 feet.
60 feet. Yes.
All right. It's just going to end up being a chase of back and forth. The crocodile, the giant croc, has 50 feet of swim speed,
Cool.
but you have so much lead at this point, and you're close enough to the surface that it'll be fine.
Cool.
Um,
For
the-
1 minute, so sorry. Because I activated my fire rune, for 1 minute, I have proficiency with a tool of my choosing. I'm going to choose stonemasons, or mason tools.
okay.
So when I pop out of the water with this candle wick, I want to examine the stonework to see if there's anything out of the ordinary, using the voice of the fire giant to help me see, like, this looks like it shouldn't be this way, or it should be this way, or like this carving is newer than some of the other things.
Okay. Make an investigation check with that, I guess.
Cool.
And add a proficiency. I don't know if you're proficient in an investigation check.
I am.
Oh, you're an expert.
I am an expert. Fuck yeah, dude. 19 on the die, baby. Let's go. So that's gonna be 28.
28. And you're looking for like the general entrance to the temple. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, I only have this for a minute, so I'm going to use it for as much as I can. But I'm going to beeline for the points of interest where sacrifices were made, where the desecrations took place.
Okay.
If nothing, that's fine. But I
Yeah.
have this available now, so
There's definitely nothing that's wrong with the actual area aside from the markings and the blood that you guys have since consecrated. The blood is still present and
Cool.
dry, but it hasn't been removed yet. But the curse itself is gone.
cool.
You
Stone
run,
looks untampered.
You run. Yeah, stone looks untampered. You run out of the water. Go
As
up
a
the
giant.
hill as a giant. The crowd starts to part. Like, what the fuck?
Hey, I've got it! I've got it!
The priests that were surrounding the circle have moved off to the side and are conversing, and they kind of like see you, and you see the guards like freaking out, trying to keep the
fine,
people
it's fine.
at bay and like reacting to you, as well as everybody else in the area just running around as you see Shun and Sabhir running far off to your right that are going down some like into this crowd, into some size of tents.
Do we notice him?
How could you not? Come on.
Yeah, he's a giant. You definitely notice him. there's nothing on here. With a 28.
Cool.
You notice...
Hey, that's fine. It counts. It's process of elimination is good information. I'm happy with that.
Okay. Yes. And then soon after, the crocodile comes onto shore.
I turn around. Fuck. All right. I run up to join the guards.
People start running. Yeah, the guards are going and trying to keep it at bay.
Yeah. I will,
Suplex
however,
Suplex the fucking croc.
Don't
It's
forget
bigger
my
than me.
tail!
We were talking about wrestling crocodiles, right?
Yeah. I will, however, before going to join the guards, leave the candle wick with the loxodon that has the lantern.
Okay, cool. He
The
accepts
relevant
it.
lantern.
Yeah.
I go, right, take care of that. If you don't, coming after you. And I run after the crocodile.
Oh, I got it. Cool. Shun, what were you gonna do?
I'm crying as I hold the line. Why?
as I yell, "Don't forget my tail!" I'm just gonna
Right.
keep following Sabir and helping him out. I actually want to kind of strafe with him, but I want to hop up on. Now, are these buildings? Or are these tents?
There are some makeshift buildings that are made from sandstone, and they're not necessarily made from wood, but it's like mud and clay and stuff like that. But the majority of all the structures that are here are tents.
Then I will not be running on the tents. I mean, does it seem like there's a line that I can like hop up and get a vantage point, or is it just like sparse sandstone buildings and mainly tents?
Make a. Let's see how you can gather the terrain. I'm gonna say that you can do it. There's enough structures. You can map out a path that allows you to kind of get the high ground. It's not all sandstone buildings. There are some tents. There are some totem, like ritualistic shrines and like statues and other such things that you can map out the space, but it's going to be difficult. So you can do it. We're going to be jumping from one structure to a potentially not as stable structure, if that makes sense.
I think at this point, speed is better than vantage. We kind of have an idea, so I'm going to forego that and just maintain with Sabir.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Sabir, what are you doing?
Running straight towards the crowd. I'm like,
Move, 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 please, get out of the way.
Okay.
and try to make my way to like
The pit.
the circle.
Gotcha.
As my action, can I actually use perception to kind of like see if, as we're running, people are like going away, if there's anything out of the ordinary of like someone going. I guess I want to be looking specifically for anyone who isn't acting appropriately.
Okay. That will be either we can call it perception to spot something that seems
Or
out of place,
insight.
or insight. Yeah.
Okay. That's a natural one.
The chaos is raining around you, and everybody does seem a little off, but they're as shocked about what they're either very distracted and shocked about what they saw, or they're distracted by seeing a tiefling that they don't usually see. So it's kind of the similar looks that you usually get.
Yeah. Okay.
Sabir. Anything else? Or you're running to the circle?
Running to the circle, trying to like peer into the crowd or peer what they're moshing at.
Gotcha. Fair enough. You run through the crowd, you move people aside and try to like make your way through. And what you come across, a tent is ripped and torn down. You don't see much. There are feet that are kind of like coming out of the tent. They've been knocked down, and you see a pool of blood starting to form next to the person who's trapped underneath the tent materials. And you see kind of like this little, like the tent itself is part of it is kind of like somebody's like struggling under it. That's what you notice. And people are starting to form a circle around this. Or they have formed a circle around this.
I'll take my spear out and I'll swipe up at the tent to try to like remove the curtain.
Yeah, easy enough. You take the spear, you swipe it off, and what you see a young Earth Ganassi, and they are like bleeding profusely from their side. They got both their hands on their side, and they can't breathe.
No! And then I'll immediately rush over to him, and I'll put my hands on his two wounds, and without thinking about it, I'll cast Spare the Dying.
Okay, you will do that when it comes back to your turn, because your action was to remove the thing. So we'll see if they make it.
Eerie.
Oh boy. Back to Oggie. You go to the shore. You have a number of guards around you
Awesome.
that are keeping the crocodile at bay. One of the priests, Sefu actually, or Sefu, I don't know, pronunciations, whatever. He's coming up and trying to like calm the situation. And he sees the lantern stem missing from his back, and he's just kind of like, okay, this may be difficult. Fucking kill it.
All right then. I guess Shun's getting his wish. Is my fire rune still active?
Yes.
Let's go. Do you have an initiative already set, or do you need me to roll?
Oh no, we're doing this. It's gonna be you, Croc, Shun, Sabhir.
Beautiful. All right then. I'm getting in there as a level 5 fighter. So I have 2 attacks now. That's very exciting for me. Yeah, what can I say? You know. Yeah, that's right. I say to the guards around me, all right, watch yourselves and stand behind me. Get in when you can. And I'll take point as I go after the croc. And I guess I'll take my first attack. See what's up. Hooah! It's going to be 17 to hit.
17 will absolutely hit. Roll damage.
Fuck yeah. Alright. It's going to be... I'm still using my Kopesh, which is... Do I have any allies within 5 feet of this creature?
Yes.
Beautiful. So that's going to be all the dice I used before. Feels good. Okay. Could have rolled better. Okay, it's going to be 6, 10, 16 plus 4, 20 points of is this slashing? Slashing damage plus 2 X amount of fire. I get 2 fire.
Okay. All right. Cool.
So 20 total.
So an additional 2 fire.
No.
Oh, 20 total.
The
Okay.
20
all right, cool.
includes the fire.
It's
All right, that's the first attack.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Shit.
Second attack. That's right. Natural 16 on the die.
That'll
no
hit.
sneak attack on this one.
That'll hit.
Oh fuck yeah! This is much better. 4, 25 plus 4, 29 points of damage on that one.
Jesus.
So you see this giant form of Oggie still covered in water, except for the part, like his wrist on is completely dry. The blade is emanating the heat that you see after like a really hot day on the street. You can see how like the heat is visible right off of it. So you see that on the blade. And again, those who are attuned to the supernatural can see this like blazing giant arm around, covering over Oggie's arm as he cuts into this giant crocodile.
You bring your blade down, you slice part of its face, and the white croc, you see the scarlet colored blood starting to like contrast versus its white scales. You slice again, you manage to get the other lantern stem off of its back.
Go.
However, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah. Not great at those. 13?
Yeah, 13 is a failure.
Oh no, that's no bueno.
Okay. Please roll a D100.
I have that. I have one of those.
You're gonna roll. You're gonna roll either a 37 or like I don't know, 84.
Oh, dude, you got one of those digits right. On the double-digit one, I got zeros, and on the single-digit one, I got 8. So I believe that's just an 8.
Okay. Here's what's gonna happen.
800.
Do I take 8 points of damage?
You freeze up.
Oh no.
It's going to take its attack on you with advantage.
Oh, okay. So this happens before it attacks.
Yeah, this happens before it attacks. Like, it's a result of you attacking it.
Me freezing up, does that mean I cannot take reactions?
You can take a reaction.
Okay. Do I have any of the guards around me?
They are all there. There's like 2 guards on either side of you.
Great, I'd like to use my cloud rune. You see it activate, and it says, once per short rest, when a creature you can see within 30 feet of you is hit by an attack roll, you can use a reaction to choose a different creature other than the attacker within 30 feet of you to become the target of the attack instead, using the same roll. I am a creature within 30 feet of me. Does that count?
Wait, repeat one more time?
It says, when you or a creature you can see within 30 feet of you... I missed that first part. When you or a creature you can see within 30 feet of you is hit by an attack roll, you can use your reaction to invoke the rune and choose a different creature within 30 feet of you. Other than the attacker, the chosen creature becomes the target of the attack using the same roll. I guess I need to see if I get hit first.
Well, it's definitely...
My AC is 18.
Yeah, it's definitely going to hit you.
Okay, I'm going to use the cloud rune then.
Okay. And you're going to have him attack one of the guards?
It's going to hit one of the guards, man.
What does this look like, please?
For those who are attuned to the supernatural, they might see...
like a priest of the dead? Uh-huh.
Like a priest of the dead. Might see a cloud giant emerge, like the torso of a cloud giant, torso upwards. Kind of like the stands from Dio from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Emerge from behind me, and whatever the attack is, just push it away. Not concerned about what's around. Just like, get off of him.
Okay.
And then dissipate into the clouds. For those who are not, you would just see like a gust divert an attack that would have hit me otherwise.
Okay. This gust forms up, spills, like puffs up sand, and buffets the crocodile. It grabs one of the guards and starts to drag it underwater.
Oh no!
So it's gone.
Coming after you.
You
Cool.
seize up for a minute. Everybody would see you seize up, and the eyes roll in the back of your head. For the next 9 hours, you are compelled to do a very specific activity. In this case, what you're going to be doing is building sandcastles along the banks of the Oasis for 9 hours.
The power of Croc compels you.
Okay, so I'm not in control of my physical faculties, but mentally I can still speak
You
normally.
are mentally obsessed for 9 hours. And I rolled
Yeah,
on this.
I get that. I have to build sandcastles.
Yeah.
That's cool. But
You
when
could-
people
you
come
could
up
have-
to me,
You could have
I can
conversations
talk.
while you're making sandcastles, but
Cool.
your primary
About
focus is
sandcastles.
making the sandcastle.
understood. Then instead of saying through choked breaths, I'll come after you, I'll just say, when I've built a majestic kingdom, I'll come after you.
You're
And
building
it'll
your
start.
army.
Yeah, exactly.
Sand people army.
Fair enough.
This one's
That's right.
For 22.
Oh, that dude's fucked.
You get to re-roll your saving throws every so often, but I'll let you know when those are happening.
His
Cool.
name was Robert Paulson.
Shun, your turn.
Well, I guess I'm glad it wasn't me.
I am looking. So the guy's been stabbed.
The guy is stabbed, he's holding, and he's just like,
I'm looking for signs of a weapon that has been dripping blood, or I'm looking for basically the escape. I'm looking for anything that denotes, like, I mean, full on Shun back in your school, and looking for game or anything like broken. I don't know. You get what I'm saying.
Investigation
He's looking
or
for
survival?
Prints in the sand.
yeah.
Investigation or I'm gonna go survival for sure. 6.
A lot of people surrounding it, a lot of hard stuff to find. It's gonna take you a minute, but we'll see what turns up after you continue the investigation. Sabhir.
Yes. Point of clarification.
Yes.
Last turn, I should have been able to do Spare the Die. For it is a bonus action for me.
It
Oh.
is a bonus action for you.
Look at you. Nice.
So I don't know what you rolled, but I'm just saying.
Describe your I rolled a nat 1. And they weren't doing so hot by the time you guys got there.
All right.
Describe how you cast Spare the Dying.
So I screamed no, and I'll run over to his body, and as he lay dying. Oh, wait, it's a band name.
As I lay down.
As I lay
Spare the
dying.
Dying?
As he lay dying, I go
Red
ahead.
jumpsuit
and,
apparatus.
Yeah, well, now he's a giant red jumpsuit apparatus with all the blood.
There
But
you go.
I basically put both hands on the stab wounds, and without realizing it, it's almost akin to Shadow of Mordor, where half of the face becomes kind of ghost-like. And so you see a tabaxi, tabaxi figure in Ghost just kind of start emanating from my face, and then basically traveling down to the right arm and hitting both spots, the entry point and the exit point of the wound.
Okay.
It starts to alight with seafoam green.
All right. It sets alight with the seafoam green. The two lanterns still following you, and you guys notice there's not a whole lot of lanterns out during the day. Very, very few. Very, very, very few. This seafoam green energy starts to stitch up the wound, and thank you. I found the person. They would like, and he points to Shun. Like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like this.
I'll take one look at Shun and just
What's your name?
There are others like him.
You
Here.
see an arrow sunk, fall right next to their face. This person gets a second shot.
Oh shit.
Sunk, falls on the other side of their face. They miss this person.
Immediately looking at the direction opposite to where the thing came.
Okay. All he gets out is like this person, pointing to Shun. And we go back. Oggie, you're still building sandcastles.
Is this a saving throw moment, or is that later?
You can make a saving throw.
You see giant form Oggie just sort of using a shield to start like building moats and stuff. Am I rolling? This one. It's cocked. 15?
15 will be enough.
All right. So this has been one turn, yeah?
It's been one turn. It's been 6 seconds.
Okay. Is that my action to save?
Yes, it's at the end of your turn.
At the end of my turn.
Yes.
Okay. Well, all right then. I guess that's all then.
Yeah. Sorry, bro.
There's a guard I need to save.
Shun, you're up. You look
What do
to
you
where
mean
the
it-
arrows came from, or you interrogate the person.
Well, yeah, as I'm saying, what do you mean another tiefling? And then just look at clocking.
Okay. Perception check.
I don't like you. We're trying out all the dice tonight.
Yeah.
God!
Having some trouble there, bud? Dice jam.
So here's what you
Fine.
see. You're surrounded by tents, and you're on the northern side of the cliff face. So there's this large cliff that is built into part of that exists next to the oasis that the temple is built into. On one side of the cliff, you know that is the inn that Omar is running. On the other side of the cliff, similarly, there are holes in the wall that go up, not the full length, but a pretty sizable length. And from these holes, you see somebody falling down to their depth. Just falling. You do not see what floor they came out of, what side they came out of. You do not see who threw them out. But you see that there was a struggle and that somebody is currently falling down. And let's see if they survive, actually. Okay, they may or may not have survived. We'll double check if you guys decide to follow.
With my
Go ahead.
Well, with my movement, I'm gonna go ahead and run that way.
Okay, it's not too far. You could, if you use your bonus action, you'll be able to get to the body.
My concern is not so much the body as it is getting to the somewhere within the building.
You
I'll
would
let
be able.
Sabhir handle it.
You would be able to run into the cliffside entrance.
Okay, so I'm making my way again toward the direction where I see the body, and I'm just yelling, "Sabhir, hear this one? Meet me over." I'm just
You,
trying to run.
as you make it past the crowd and past all the tents, you see a lizard folk, a red-scaled lizard folk, just kind of like, and having a tough time. Sabhir, you have this person down. It was like him. What are you doing?
Well, I casted Spare the Dying on him.
And you're following Shun?
So as I casted Spare the Dying, we had that conversation. The 2 arrows, he clocked it and everything. I'll take my shield. I'll lay it on the guy's.
It has kept me safe for many a time. It will keep you safe. So will
All of the people around him.
I am going to go catch this guy. Live for me.
And then I will start. Well, actually, I turn around. And
It's
I'll-
me too. Now I hear you robotically.
Yeah, you're a robot.
You're cutting in and out
Okay,
a little bit.
I was like waiting for you guys to say something. I'm like, am I going nuts here?
like now I'm hearing it for the first time. Before it
Yeah.
was fine.
I thought he just cut out a second or two, but no, there was some definitely.
Is that
Yeah.
better?
Yes.
Well,
Okay.
right now, yes.
Okay, so I give him my shield. I say the things. I turn around and I'll throw my bandaged hand out, and you see ghost wrappings come out as I use my bonus action. Wait. Oh. Spells and features. Bonus action to manifest a ghost that is 15 feet away from me.
Okay.
I mentally command them to go 30 feet because that is their movement.
Okay.
And I'll sacrifice 15 feet of my own to swap spaces.
All
And
right.
as I do that, the tabaxi that was on my face starts kneeling by the guy. And I will then start to run the rest of my 20 feet and then use my how far am I away from Shun?
You can definitely make it to either the person who's on the ground, the lizard folk, the red-scaled lizard folk that's on the ground, or make it to the inside of the building with Shun.
I go to the lizard folk.
Okay.
And I will use my action to cast Spare the Dying as a yeah.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
And I will check up on him and be like, "Are you okay?"
I'm fine. I'm fine. It was the goblins. It was the goblins.
Goblins.
They are behind
I heard
us
it
all.
was a
They have done the desecration. They have done the murder. The goblins that you
I heard
arrived
of-
with.
Chuck.
I heard it was something like a tiefling. Do you know what that is?
I don't know what that is.
Due to my
Goblins, we
memory,
arrived?
due to my memory of the lady that was stabbed,
Yeah.
I would like to do an insight check
Insight check on
on the lizard folk.
Go for it. I'm gonna roll regardless of if they're telling the truth or if they're lying.
21.
21.
Reason being, in this dream, or in the death dream, the thing, you said that the attacker had scaly arms.
Could be. You see.
Wait, you
That's
said
what I'm
that,
connecting this-
or... Okay.
You see, as this lizard folk is pleading with you and like telling you about the goblins, you start to you see that like something's not adding up. You think about the memory. He goes, shit, and he just stands up and he's going to attack you.
Shun!
Nice, dude. Very nice.
Bravo,
Yeah, dude. Well done.
fucking-vo.
Clever play, Marco. Well done, Steve.
Let's take a break here.
I like that. I like that. It's a good spot for a pick.
Scaly armed fuck.
We'll be right back. Fucking got him.
Oh, dang it, never mind.
And we're, oh,
Back into
Right-
the
right it to me.
the warningless streaming.
We're back.
Yo!
So that no. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's like
Very like Final Fantasy.
It does have a Final Fantasy vibe to it, doesn't it?
there were a few notes that reminded me of the Legends of Zelda, where I was like, "No, that ain't right."
The da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, that's
But-
the part.
What is that? Legend of Zelda?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's Final Fantasy VII.
The
I never
chest
played
opener?
any of the Final Fantasy games, and I know that tune from Legends of Zelda for sure. Like
I
that's
think
got to
it fits
be.
Legend of Zelda very well, but I think it is Final Fantasy.
It's
Oh no
Final
no no!
Fantasy
It's Super
VII.
Smash Brothers.
It's the victory. It's victory sign and
Super Smash Bros.
It's the victory song and what's probably in Super Smash because
Because
Yeah,
Cloud
maybe-
and
yeah, I guess that must be
Sephiroth-
it.
Sephiroth are there.
I just associate it with Link, I guess. Okay.
Because I always want his Link.
I also thought that it was like I associated with Link.
Blonde
too,
boy,
but
big sword, victory music.
there you go.
God damn.
That's all I got.
Okay.
I played Samus on Smash Bros.
Booty says we gotta add Oggie to the Men of Quest accepted poster line. We definitely have shared the image of Oggie.
Oh, that's not what he means.
No, I know, but just trying to.
What's happening? Someone clue me in here.
You're Mr. September.
Oh, I see.
Wait, which is the month with the most rain?
In which country?
Yeah, in which country?
Yeah. Where you guys are at, probably
our
September,
calendars.
maybe October. Where I'm at, any month that isn't January.
It's true.
Okay. You recognize this lizard folk. You didn't speak to him, but
Boss.
he was somebody who was joining you on the way to the Oasis of 1,000 Lanterns. And he stands up and he's just gonna swing on you.
Little deja vu, Sabir.
Oh, God.
1 second.
What's your AC?
Are you a doctor?
17.
16. Oh, 7.
17.
It says 16. It says 16 in the image, but it's 17
It's
because
without.
of.
It's without his stuff.
You gave
Gotcha.
the,
Yeah.
Okay.
You gave the shields to the other person.
Yep. But I have a cloak of protection
That's right.
Hey.
given to
Okay.
me by my sister Vigari.
17, you said?
Yep.
He pulls out this scimitar, slices across your chest. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
All right. Come on. That's a 13 for a 21.
You succeed. You only take half of the poison damage. That is going to be 14 points total of slashing and poison damage to you.
14, but that's reduced, or 14 total
No,
because
14
the poison
total.
was.
No, wait, sorry. You're right. Never mind. 12 points of damage. 11 points of damage.
Okay. There we go.
You know what he misses?
Screw it.
He says, just kidding.
Yeah.
Let me.
Wasn't
No.
I
I believe this is yours.
So he gets up. He goes to slice. He stands up. Uses half of his movement to stand up. Goes to slice against you. Does that. Oggie's turn.
Cool. I have finished making the sand castles. Castle. And, I just jump straight in the water, beeline for, my boy who got caught by the croc.
The crocodile has moved a pretty long time. You see this guard. He's a human. And he wears mostly robes. They don't have very much armor. They don't have, like, big metal armor. They have, like, simple leathers that they wear underneath, like, their or over their robes. He's being dragged down. You got to use your action to get all the way to the croc.
Let's go. I use
right.
my action to get all the way to the croc, and see if I have anything that I can do while I'm up close and personal. I guess I don't. I guess I'll just use my action to get up in there, and I'll just say to the guy, I'm gonna do what I can. Work with me, and that's it.
Cool. Wisdom saving throw.
It's just being near this thing is doing this to me.
It's activated.
It's activated. You say that like I know what the fuck you're talking about. I rolled a 10.
10 will not be enough.
Yeah.
You're frightened until the end of your next turn.
Frightened until the end of my next turn. Okay, cool.
Yep. Shun, or Crocodile's gonna keep going down. The guard is gonna
Can
try
I
to
take
escape.
an opportunity attack on it?
You can take an opportunity attack on it. Disadvantage.
I will do so. Disadvantage, yes, because I am frightened.
This is a sacred crocodile of Sapnu. It's got special abilities.
So that's 17 to hit.
Yeah, 17 will hit.
Yeah. Okay, that's 8, 10, 12, 15, 18, plus 4, 22.
How do you want to do
points.
this?
Let's fucking go, bro! As it is getting away from me, in my giant form in the water, my tattoos glowing like the bioluminescence of the deep sea fish, and the heat just bubbling and boiling away from my sword. I grab onto its tail from whatever I can grab onto, cut such that I can get the tail for Shun, and I just shout to the guard, swim up, and that's it.
All right. Guard's gonna start swimming up. He's going as fast as he can, dropping his weapons. You see the other guards jump into the water behind you, starting to swim down to help his buddy. And you see
I hold up the tail in triumph.
You see Sifu also
and Shane
jump in, and he's gonna try to do something, but they see what's going on. Shun, up to you.
Well, I'm gonna run to my buddy, Sabhir, and I'm going to make an attack on this fellow who I just saw hit my friend.
Okay.
And since Sabir's right there, sneak attack?
Go for it. You got it.
Okay, that, god damn it, is an 8.
What are you using? Your short sword?
I'm using, oh, well, hold on. Yes, I would be using the short sword. No, I'm
Fuck,
using a
dude.
dagger in this case, sorry.
Did you roll a 2?
No, I rolled a 3.
Jesus.
You
Yeah.
go to like bring down the dagger. He slices across Sabir's chest, and he just like parries your dagger, just tink, and just like fuck.
Neat.
Anything else?
Yeah, can I use my offhand?
Yeah. Yes, you can.
Okay, cool.
Use your other dagger.
Yeah. Well, now question. So, if I'm running at this guy, would that consider flanking? So would
You
a
can
10
position
do it?
yourself to flank. Yes.
Okay, would a 10 hit?
10 would not hit.
Damn. All right. Okay, better. Much better. 20. Dirty 20.
That'll definitely hit.
Okay, dirty 20. And then this will be with sneak attack. So that's a d4 plus 2, and then a d6. Wait. Is my sneak attack 2d6? 2d6 now. Okay. So 2d6 plus 1d4 plus 2. So that's 3 plus 9 for 12.
Oh yeah, okay. He parries your first blade, and as he brings his hand up, you go in with your offhand, stab him right in the side. He takes a step back. Sabir. Unless anything else you were going to do, Shun.
That's my action and bonus action.
Cool.
Okie dokie. I will second wind.
Grand. Yeah.
That is That's 7 health back to me, baby. All right, so that's gone. And then I will go ahead and...
You know, funny. I have one too.
from my back, I also pull out a scimitar.
Nice.
I'm just like,
Let's do this. You will pay for your crimes.
and I will take a swing.
Okay. Go for it.
15 plus 6 plus 2 for flanking.
15 plus... Yeah, that'll hit for sure.
Okay. I swipe at him, doing 8 damage.
Okay. You swipe, doing 8 points of damage. He reels back a little bit and, like, is standing between you two, throws his sword down, and you see him take out, like, a small, like, a dart, and he's gonna throw it at you first. He takes out, like these small, like, daggers, and he's gonna, like, dart daggers, like throwing knives. He's gonna throw one at you first.
Okay.
19 on the die.
That hits.
All right, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh,
Poisoner, man. 14.
Oh wait, he's throwing it and he's in melee range. It needs to be with disadvantage. Does a 17 hit?
17 is right on,
Yep.
right on the dot.
Okay,
but,
cool.
So that is a 14 on a con save.
14 on the con save. You fail. You are paralyzed for 1 minute.
Shut
And you take 8 points of slashing damage on top of that. Piercing damage, I should say.
Okie dokie.
He's going to throw the other one at you, Shun. Holy shit.
no.
I rolled a net 20 and a natural 19.
I think that'll do it.
Shun, con
No.
Con save?
save. Con save.
Con save. Okay. I got a +3 to that. 17?
Nice.
Yeah, 17 will succeed. You take
Okay.
4 points of piercing damage. You feel your muscles start to seize up a little bit, but you manage to burn it off.
Feel familiar?
It feels a little familiar.
Cool, I'm gonna use a reaction to Hellish Rebuke this motherfucker.
Go
Hell
for it.
Yeah.
It's a dex save, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
At least that's half damage. Something,
Okay.
I guess.
2d10. You know what? Let's use both of these because I like the thematic feel of that. Yeah. Cool. That's gonna be 6 damage.
6 damage.
That's yeah.
Okay, all right. You. What does Hellish Rebuke look like?
Shun is nothing if not a vessel of walking PTSD, and remembers this feeling so very well, and it brings him right back and reminds him of the horrifying thing that he has to do to get information from his god, and the horrifying thing that is the reason why he needs this information. And it feels so foolish that he didn't just steal the coin from Hazel or just use it and get answers from Ruick, and it all just kind of seeps out, but it's not how it normally is. The blood that would normally flash out is instead this black Icarus. It's like a thick goo, and it just kind of latches onto the guy, and it starts to sear. It doesn't emulate.
You see the
An acidic
bubbling black Icarus oil start to sear his scales, and as it moves down his body, you see the damage done to the scales of the lizard folk. And he just that is your turn. Sabir.
No, that was the lizard.
Oh, that was
folk's
the lizard
He
folk
was
turn. Yeah,
reaction.
that was Hellish Rebuke. Cool. Oggie.
Yeah.
Yes.
Action dash to go up to shore.
For
I'll
sure.
drop the crocodile on the sand, and I'll just shout out to everyone who's around and can hear me. The man's all right. No one touched the crocodile. It's mine. And I'll use the mushrooms to reach out. Sabir, where do I go? And that's all I got.
Okay. Sabir, you can respond. Mentally.
What direction? North, right? North of the...
Yeah, north of where the temple is.
Yeah.
The temple faces east, and the cliffside is kind of built on the far end of the oasis. The oasis is also east of it. You guys went up the north side. You guys are staying on the south side of the oasis of the cliffside.
North, come quick. I can't move.
Okay. That is action, and if that costs a bonus action, say that was my bonus action.
It's fine.
I got nothing.
All right, cool. You start dashing northward. Fantastic.
Actually, yeah, that's all I got.
Cool. All right. Bringing it back to Shun. It's gonna take you about 2 or 3 turns to get where they are.
How does this
Okay.
guy look?
He's looking okay.
Okay. In that case, let me roll something real quick. Okay. Shun is going to kind of like shake the feeling and go for 2 more swipes with his dagger.
Go for it.
I
Yeah,
was like, where's my other die? I forgot I chucked it across the room.
you sure did, bud.
I sure did.
I've already forgotten about that bad dice.
Yeah, first hit.
Going to dice jail.
Both are great. Okay. So that's gonna be 20, dirty 20, and then a dirty 20 and a 17.
Both will hit.
Both will hit. One will have 2d6. Correct?
Yes.
Okay, good. Just checking. Didn't want to assume. So here's a d4 plus 2 plus 2d6. So that's going to be 5 plus 4 is 9 plus 5 is 15 damage.
Plus your dexterity modifier.
No, sorry, it's 3 plus 2 is 5 plus 4.
Oh, okay.
So 15 total. Yeah.
15
Thank you.
total.
15 total on that one. And then the second one is another d4 plus 2 for another 5 damage. So 20 damage in that one. 20 damage total.
20 damage total.
Between
Okay.
the two
All right.
hits.
Cool. And then you're going for the second attack.
That was both attacks.
That was both attacks. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hit with both. All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
He takes another step back, not sure what to do. Sabir,
Go on. Run.
you are currently paralyzed
Mhm.
for 1 minute. Um,
Paralyzed.
Nice.
Sorry, bud. You're out of it. Okay.
What does paralyzed entail mechanically in this case?
He can't do shit. It's
Speed is
Talks
0.
faltering,
You're
0
incapacitated. Automatic fail strength deck saves. Attack rolls against you have advantage. Attack.
and he can't take actions or reactions. That includes bonus actions.
Damn.
Yep.
Okay. Damn. Sorry, bud.
It is okay.
Is it a free action for you to switch with your Echo?
Nope.
Nope. It's a
True.
bonus action.
It's a
Damn.
bonus action. I was gonna say it's not free thing.
I was really hoping, man. Sorry.
Damn.
Even still, if I get 30 feet away from the echo, it dissipates.
Oh.
But it can
Well-
move. It can move as far as it can in the turn. But if I'm 30 feet away from it at the end of the turn, it goes away.
Gotcha.
And it's not like Hazel's fire where it can sentiently do its thing. It like has to be you commanding it.
Yes.
Fair enough. Sorry, bud.
Yeah. Um. It. Or it. They start looking around, and they've taken quite a bit of damage at this point. Man, what would he do?
And a Pregunta.
Yes.
No, I was just saying that's a good question.
Oh,
Buena
good question. I heard una as in asking me.
Admittedly, that was part of the sentence.
He's gonna give up.
Oh. He surrenders?
He drops his weapons. And you see that he's got like he's got leather armor, and he's got like a belt with a lot of different pouches, and the knives were like slitted onto his thighs. He just drops like all of his materials and puts his hands up and just kind of, you got me.
What, do you think this is a fucking joke?
I do actually.
Interesting. The only thing saving you right now is the fact that we have a job to do. And I have questions.
They don't have answers.
I'm sure. Yeah, okay. Has Oggie gotten there yet?
At this point, I'm gonna say like throughout that conversation, and Sabir starts to wear off. Starts like you actually get there before the poison wears off on Sabir.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I would like
Giant
us
form
to
lasts 10 minutes, by the way.
Cool. Yeah, you got giant form for another like 7 minutes.
Yeah,
Cool.
then I would like us to hold him, and then how many of these daggers does he have? They look like they've been tinted.
He's got 3.
Okay, cool. I want to take 2 of them and put them in my in the bag of holding,
Cool.
and I want to take 1 and shove it into his gut.
Okay.
Non-lethally?
Just to see if maybe it will paralyze him. And if not, then just to show him we don't fuck around.
The daggers do a D4 worth of piercing damage, a D8 of poison damage,
Cool.
and it requires it's a DC 16 con save for paralysis for 1 minute.
Okay, I will write all this down. Do I need to roll to hit?
Yes, he's given up, but he's not gonna let you just stab him.
Sure. Even if he's been holed and
He,
hogtied.
he's are you tying him up before you stab him?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I was saying. I want to hog time, take his stuff.
Oh,
keep
I didn't hear the hog tie.
I'll give the help action on
You
that.
you get advantage on the stab. Yeah, he still can wriggle, but you get advantage. Yeah, for sure.
Great. I definitely need it. That's a 13.
His AC
13 to hit?
His AC 16. You roll with advantage?
Oh, okay. Oh, great. Now that's a 18.
That'll hit.
Okay, cool. So D6 and
And
D8.
he fails his con save.
Great. Okay, so I guess I'm not going to use sneak attack. So
How much
that's
damage do you deal?
2 on the dagger, and
Okay.
then 3 of the poison.
Okay.
Plus your dex.
Plus your dex.
Oh, so then 4 damage from the dagger.
Okay, so 7.
Wait, did I say
total.
2 or 3?
You said
You
2.
said 3 from the poison, 2 from the dagger.
And
Okay,
your,
so-
Yep.
your dexterity's plus 2, so
Yeah.
added
So
to
4 plus 3, 7 total.
that. All right, cool. Got it. All right. Oof, he's looking rough.
Does he make the
And
save?
he's- and he's frozen.
He did not make his save. He seizes up.
I grab the ropes, put him over my shoulder, and walk out to the Oasis. And I assume walking with Shun and Sabir.
Mhm.
As we're walking, so Shun, I got you the tail. Should be by the shore. Sabir,
Yes.
I'm sorry about literally all of the things that are happening. I know I'm not responsible for any of it, but I still don't love any of it, and I understand that this is probably terrible for you. I had to fight the alligator, crocodile, or whatever it was. It's nothing like I've ever seen before. And I did have to kill it. I'm sorry.
It does not bother me. I still
Okay.
have not fully engaged with Sobno. So to me, it is just a wild crocodile.
All right. Well, I have very conflicted feelings about it at the moment. And as we approach the water, I'll drop the guy off and on the sand, and drag the tail over to Shun.
There's a
Uh,
massive tail, like
Yeah,
about 3/4 your size, Shun.
yeah.
I will give. I have something to take care of.
I'm head towards the tent of the injured guy.
All right.
Why isn't Sirenscape playing?
I don't know.
Jane,
Oh,
say
Marco.
my dude.
Real quick, what was the DC on the poison?
16.
16.
Thank you.
Right, so Shun, you want me to chop this up or something?
No.
While I'm still this size,
We can. Through some talk, Oggie. We will put it in the bag.
all right. So who's this tied up fella?
I am assuming the cause of all this ridiculousness. The one that did the desecration and everything else, but he says he has no answers, but we have ways.
Sure. He doesn't want answers we're seeking.
Sure.
At this point, the poison wears off of him. You guys have been walking for over a minute, I think. You see the priests start to come off. Sifu comes out of the water. The guards carrying their compatriot, and he just kind of like looks at you and gives you like a thumbs up. Sifu and the rest of the priests walk up as you bring him. You're bringing him to the center, like in front of the temple?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, in my mind, I was like, I left the tail unattended, and I don't know what's going to happen. So I would rather just be in the space where all the things happened.
Gotcha. You throw him down onto the temple, into the temple entrance on the floor. The priests coming and surrounding.
Zifu is the croc priest, right?
Yes, he's the croc priest. He's a Yuan Ti, and
Okay,
he wears.
I'll walk up to Zifu and I'll apologize to him about killing the croc. The guard was going to die, and I don't love that this is how that played out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It was necessary. That was going to. While it is a sacred animal, it breached the surface. They have a den that they stay at underneath the waters.
There's more than one.
Yes.
You see, I just fall back onto my back on the sand, just fully flat. Oh, thank all of. Alright.
Now that Augie's conscience has been alleviated, I do have one request for having helped capture your problem. I would like to speak with them when you are done.
Speak with who?
Lizard
The
person.
lizard guy.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't hear you. I'm trying to modulate the volume.
Yeah, you're good. Dude.
Okay. You may be present for the questioning.
No, you misunderstand me. I want to talk with him when you are done. Alone.
I will see what can be arranged. The guards gather him. Chosen one. Why don't you and your
Sabir went away.
Oh, he left? Where'd you go?
To the
He
tent.
said he needed to attend to something. Said he was
Oh, okay. We'll cut
wounded
to that.
person, I
Where
think?
are you going?
I would like to go to the tent that I threw to the ground with the hurt person.
Okay. Hurt person has been moved. They're being tended to by somebody else. They're in it. They're inside a different tent now. You go in. There are a few rugs all over the floor. There are pillows as well, and you can see that they're laid down on this sort of cot being tended to by another individual.
I go in and I check.
Hey, it appears we both made it back.
Thank you. Oh, here. And they hand you the shield back, or they try to, and they can't lift it.
It is okay. I will take it. But I'm glad it kept you safe.
And I'll go ahead and put it back on my back.
Thank you. It would have been difficult without you.
I am glad. I'm glad that you made it. Tell me this. Is there anything about this person that might have escalated the situation for him to attack you in this manner?
Yeah, it was not a man that attacked me, it was a woman. A woman of red skin, like your friend.
That can't be right. We have captured the perpetrator, and it is not a woman or a tiefling. It is a lizard folk. Maybe you are seeing things unclearly. I understand you are well. Here, let me heal you.
And I will go ahead and cast do I cure wounds?
All right. How much do you heal them for?
Ooh, max 11.
Nice.
hell yeah.
Well, I thank you very much for healing me. Oh, that feels so much better. I was certainly attacked by a woman with red skin. She has hair of fire. One of my kind. But
One of your kind.
they're
It's a Ganassi, right?
They're Earth Ganassi, yeah.
And they were attacked.
One
Fire
of my
Ganassi?
kind, but one of the other descendants, one of my cousins. A Ganassi of the fire.
That is who you were attacked by.
Yes.
But you just said it was a...
The arrow.
to be questioning you in this way, but you just told me it was a tiefling. Red, just like my friend. And now you change your story to a Ganassi
they-
cousin.
I was trying to get out that they were of red skin like your friend, not that they were a horned one. of the hells.
So it is a fighter, red hair. Fighter Ganassi.
Yes.
Oh, okay. 1 second.
And I'll telepathically transmit to Augie.
There's another one. Fighter Ganassi. Red hair,
Yeah,
female.
Shun. I convey the information.
I am glad you are safe. Please relay the you used the mushrooms in a way that helped us, and I'm glad that I was able to save you. If you can please relay the message to the others about what safety bring to all of them by using them in these ways, it is more than helpful. But I have one last for you.
Yes.
Where did you see her run off to? Was there a direction? Anything?
I came into the tent. That is where my family stays. And I saw her there. And she was carving something into a piece of stone. It looked like a relic of sorts. The shape of a jagged shape, like a skull, but twisted. And I went to scream. She was taking some of the things in my family's home, incense and other materials. When I went to yell for help, she went to stab me. She ran out and knocked one of the poles over, bringing the tent upon me. There was blood on her.
Oh.
There was blood all over her.
She was wounded.
She did not look or act wounded. I called because I saw the blood. And she was adorning this totem with the blood, and this skull-shaped, twisted skull with jagged edges and twisting knots. She was adorning it with the blood that was on her.
Okay. I will go back to my friends, but please rest up.
And
I'm glad you are okay.
And I'll walk out.
they lay back down on the cot. Thank you. May Sabnu bless you and guide your path.
May Sabnu bless you.
And I'll walk out.
Shun.
Was Sabir relaying that back and forth?
Sabir.
Not the well. I would as I walked out of the tent. So the first message to Oggie was the person, but then as I walk out, I would relay the other information,
Which I would have also.
When Oggie tells Shun through furrowed brow, see if you can get him to project an image. Words are great, but if we can have at least some semblance of a face or whatever he saw.
I'll relay that request.
I got I'll turn around. There's
One more time. You're getting robotic again, my guy.
Is that better?
It is.
turn around. I'll walk into the tent. You said there was someone there, right?
There was somebody tending to them, yes.
Actually, wild request. You there? You were given mushrooms by me and Hazel, correct?
Who are you asking? The person tending to them?
Yes, the person tending.
Yes.
Because the mushrooms would have worn off on the guy that was hurt, right?
Yes. It was only like, well, let's do this. Call it.
Okay. Natural 1.
Natural 20.
Damn it. Okay, fine. Fine, I won't.
Well,
Then
if
it
you
has
guys
worn
actually stats of how many times you guys get that versus times you don't.
We should have a stat
and
like that, shouldn't we?
In that case,
Someone make a wiki.
I'll turn back to the person that's tending.
Do you have any mushrooms that we gave out to everybody?
The person tending to them?
Yes.
Yes, I have them right here.
Please, may I see them?
She hands them to you.
And then I'll walk over to the guy that's on the cart.
Here. I'm going to try something. And I just eat these and picture in your mind of who you saw exactly. And maybe, just maybe, the image will enter into my mind as well.
They take the spores and they focus. What you see, the details are a little hazy. It's hard to see because it's the image is, the best that I can describe it, tainted with panic and confusion. You see a fire ganassi woman. She has hair that, like, it's not very big, but it smolders small like spikes over her head. She has a nose ring, a gold nose ring on her left nostril. And you see that she has like maddened bloodshot eyes, and she has like eye lines that go down the side along her nose. Like age lines, like she hasn't slept.
Yeah.
And she has this crazy look about her.
And because of this, because Oggie also has taken the mushrooms, would Oggie also get the image in his mind since it's a network?
He could, yes. You direct them to project it, to find Augie's consciousness projected to him, and he gets it.
Okay.
Cool. As I'm receiving the images, I will have pulled up a page of one of my notebooks and try and sketch it out to the best of my ability as I'm physically describing it out loud.
Sure. Make a performance check.
Foreman. Okay. 11.
11. It's alright.
Yeah, it's
Not
pretty
bad,
good.
but it conveys the thought.
Yeah.
Short,
Big
spiky fire
figure.
hair, nose ring, crazy eyes, and lines down the face.
Mm-hmm. Cool. And I express that out loud as I'm drawing it.
The
Yeah.
guards immediately start to dissipate into the crowd.
Cool.
Before we, I guess, meet up with Sabhir, I want to go up to one of the clerics. Hi. I fell down a mountain earlier. Can you heal me, please?
Great sentence.
Why are you laughing? It really hurts.
Oh,
Good sentence, my man.
yeah, for sure. One of the humans, people are kind of apprehensive to approach you and touch you, one of the humans from Nashara's conclave. He comes up, sun-skinned individual with beige and white robes. Please. And he approaches you, and you feel this warmth go through you as like this white and black radiance sort of generates from their hand. You heal for 10 points of healing damage.
Tusen talk.
We save our gifts for warriors, and you all have proven yourselves very well. We appreciate everything that you are doing.
My knife wound appreciates you. Now, do you have a masseuse around? We'll get to that later. Oh. Okay, let's go fuck up a genasi.
Okay. What would you guys like to do?
Well,
fuck up a genasi.
I mean, yeah, we need to find him first. Find her first. Can we assume that we like caught each other up on our own mini adventures before we reconvened?
Hold on, Oggie.
Huh?
Where is Hazel?
She burst into flame.
Oh my God! Pillow's still on the mountain.
I think
Shit.
Pillow is getting undue training. Here's so.
Do not.
Where do the arrows come from?
I assume from the lizard.
Yeah, eventually
Maybe not.
somebody does come back with a bow that was in one of the windows somewhere up, and they bring it and just like present it as like, yeah, this guy.
Okay. So if it from the lizard. Well, clearly he's working with someone or multiple someone. The Genasi.
They were with the caravan. You mentioned the goblins.
Well, he was trying to sort of take you off his trail, eh?
Well, yeah, but how would he know if he wasn't traveling with us? There was hundreds of people here.
Fair
To
enough.
specifically try to divert us. Looking at the image, does the fire genasi, I mean, I know that it's an 11's worth, but and I didn't have the mushrooms, but can I at least look and see if maybe there was somebody that this looks similar?
It does look familiar, that the person that comes to mind with the drawing, which is not great. You're able to collect enough details to recognize that this is one of the
did my
people that
best.
was traveling with you.
Okay.
It's serviceable.
This is potentially very bad. That means that there are potentially more they know about us. They've been... That poison, Oggie? I've felt that poison before. This is deep.
When did
Shun's getting that wild look, like the like
Pepe Sylvia!
It's Pepe
It's Pepe
Sylvia!
Sylvia!
Pepe Sylvia! There's no mail! He's like,
Eisenhorn is a man.
Eisenhorn's a man! Yeah. Finkel's
When
Eisenhorn.
did you
Eisenhorn.
Yeah.
experience poison?
When my wife stabbed me.
Oh,
Yeah, long story. We'll talk about it later. Okay.
Right.
Okay, fuck. We got to get to Sabir now.
quick question. So sorry.
Yeah. Sure.
When she stabbed you, was that in any way related to the Verdorin cult?
You know, I didn't stop to ask. I actually couldn't do much.
Fair.
But
I just
assume
figured
high
there might have been
probability.
something else going on that might have informed
maybe.
the situation.
Yeah, later, Oggie. This is very, very traumatizing for me.
Yeah, I apologize.
It's okay. Thank you for getting that crocodile tail, by the way.
Sure, yes,
We'll
of course.
We'll call it even. Yeah. Sabir!
Sabir, you make it
Spear
back.
has walked past the tent, but wants to go to the damaged tent and investigate the area, mainly for the idol and just kind of like looking over what was taken.
Make an
I know that
investigation
this,
check.
but
Do you I guess
Remember,
reach out to Sabir mentally and just be like, where do we go to meet you, mate?
I am on my way back. I just want to take a look at if there's anything remaining. Genasi.
and that was a 4 on investigation.
Robot voice again. 4 on investigation. Not a whole lot. It's a mess, man. It's all a mess.
I mean, I can. Well, if you're doing any further investigating, Shun and I can meet you there and put some extra eyes on it.
Dad, it's nothing. I'm walking to you. It's all destroyed.
I'll just go with them.
Okay. You meet back up in front of the temple. Is your phone on airplane mode? It should be on airplane mode. Try putting it on airplane mode.
I think it's his CPU. It's something different.
Um,
Because this isn't the same
yeah.
like buzzing. It's like processing.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. I think I know what it is, but I would uninstall everything.
Cool. You guys make it back. You reconvene at the temple. The priests are standing around holding on to the lizard folk still. And the sun is reaching kind of like the high point. It's a little past noon at this point, we'll say. It's noon. It's sun's up.
The sun's awake, so I'm awake.
Sifu comes up to you guys. We will be taking the prisoner for questioning into the council chambers. If you all would care to join us.
Is that inside the temple?
No. It is not
Good.
inside the temple. It is a separate area from the temple that we can access without needing to enter.
Do you think it is smart? How many people are going to be going to? Sorry, I'm having wild thoughts. Do you think it's smart to have everybody kind of congregated in one space when there is clearly multiple people here trying to sabotage? Like maybe, I don't know, an opener space and just make sure there's a perimeter? I do not know, man. I do not know.
That is not a bad suggestion, but there are many onlookers, and we want to try to...
It's not an invasion. There are some people here who are clearly bad actors. Not sure.
Isolating...
But it's. I don't think we need to worry about tons.
Staying in the large group, I think, makes us more exposed. If there are other conspirators, they could be in the crowd right now. It would be better to seclude ourselves to a safer area, away from such prying eyes and reaching hands.
Agree. Besides, if we're there, at least that will be something.
You could organize, I don't know, like a prayer, something, to go through every single one of these villages.
You want to do like a census type situation?
I do not believe we have time for that. There's too many people here.
That would take too long.
Well, I mean, I
Don't
don't
know.
know.
We should strategize.
I do agree that this should be the next step. The problem here is that there is fire gymnasts out and about causing trouble. doing some form of ritualistic blood magic. I didn't quite understand, but
Carving something. Does he skull?
The attack was we were not prepared for it, but with the guards and with the general population will have more eyes out. Everybody knows to stay alert and to stay careful. I think that if we are going to continue to strategize, we should do this in the separate chamber. But the ground is still desecrated, and we are losing time before the sun goes down to complete
Who is
the consecration.
who is questioning?
ritual. We will all come together, the high priests, and we would like it if you all came as well.
This feels bad. Should we perform the ritual first?
We have all the materials. That would be good.
I do want to warn you. There is a possibility of it not working.
Why would you say this?
If the Genasi was working on incense and grabbing materials from the tent and carving another idol, the one that we found by the statues, there's a possibility of her trying to.
there might be another location that is desecrated beyond what we found, is what you're saying.
Yes, to prevent the consecrating of this one. Maybe another somewhere else.
My mind feels like this is a distraction for something bigger. That this is exactly what they want. He just gave up. You don't just give up if you are a zealot.
He might sell it.
Well, wait, he might be a zealot.
Well, he's awake and unparalyzed. Alright, I'll tell you what then.
The spirit.
I still got the mushrooms going. Sabir still has the mushrooms going. I can keep watch out here, and the two of you can go in there.
That is fine by me. Oh, also, Shun, if you were to do the questioning, or if I were to do the questioning, or even the priests, what if we act as though we already caught the Genasi, or killed the Genasi, and then make him believe that the jig is up?
The only problem is, why would we be questioning them with such urgency? I understand what you're saying, to make them feel like it is all over, but eventually we will break because we will be wanting to know quicker rather than efficiently. We do not have time on our side. He will see through the ruse. He's going to do everything in his power to lead us in circles. The look in his eye, I can tell you, it is going to be tough.
Let's make this choice then. You two go in for questioning. I'll keep an eye out here, and we'll keep connected. Streamlined thoughts, yeah?
Yeah.
I would like us to keep this to like 20 minutes. I really do not feel good about it.
Best of luck with that. I'll start my meandering. My giant form has definitely disappeared by now. I'm just
absolutely
walking about.
You guys start to separate accordingly. Poof! A burst of fire happens on the temple grounds, and you see Hazel show up. Hey guys, what I miss?
Hello.
A
lot.
And that's where we're gonna call it for tonight.
Oggie, I swear to God, if you say anything about Pillow, I will fucking kill you.
Wait, what happened to Pillow?
Everything is fine.
We're all bloodied.
Just everything is fine.
All right.
Solid session, dude.
That's the session for now.
Dude,
a lot
fighting
happens.
that crocodile. All I could think of as Oggie was like, I'm killing the guardian of the Oasis right now, and that's not okay.
Well, I
So
mean,
That's not
my
okay.
mind-
Sefu told you to
My
kill
mind
him.
immediately went to like, someone just told you we're gonna kill it. I'm like, oh, there it is. There's the guy. There's the rat. He's like, yeah, let's just kill our symbolic animal. Like, that easy? That easy? Okay.
There's more than one. Like the amount of like, I've just killed a living relic, an artifact like none other, and I did that.
Yep.
It's like the dirty hands I have. I'll never be clean again.
To be
There's
fair,
more than one.
These hands,
Yeah.
filthy.
to be fair, the priest told you to kill it.
That doesn't. It doesn't matter.
Again, the rat.
know, it's like that's
Damn
fine.
dirty
The
rat.
priest said, "Look, it's up here. It's attacking. You got to do what we got to do. I get it. That still sucks."
I mean, yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
I think
But-
in Sabir's head, when you were trying to like console him about killing something that's like a relic, Sabir's like, well, obviously that's not the god. They're like, we're good.
Right. Yeah, I'm not out here killing gods somehow,
Yeah.
right? That's not the...
Yeah, I don't think it would have gone your way. I'm
No. No, it would not have.
No, it would not have.
No.
If that was actually Sabnu, there's no way.
But like, coming from this character whose like whole thing is
Yep.
like, we need to, acquire all this knowledge and protect it and have it and like, be responsible with it and do the best that we can to take care of it. I'm
You go
out here just
murder it
fighting
yourself.
guardians, ancient guardians of
Oggie's
temples
gonna make
of
a
gods.
crocodile habitat just in honor.
I was
It's
I was
gonna be
just
the
like,
alligator farm. They're gonna have a white crocodile.
Dude,
yeah,
also,
man.
it took me this long, and I don't know if this was on purpose, but it took me this long to realize that you're every one of us.
I'm every one of you. Huh?
yeah, explain.
Half giant,
Yeah,
That's Fagari.
sea elf,
yeah,
That's Hazel.
fighter.
That's
Rogue.
Sabir.
yeah.
That's Shun. There you go.
I see ghosts. Yeah. No, that's you're right. Look at that.
Yeah.
You know,
I
That
was
kelpie
like-
hair is horns.
it's funny. There's Marco and I were talking about like when I was gonna jump in here with as a guest character and all that stuff. And I was like, all right, well, like, tell me what's the situation with regards to like what are the distributions of the characters, so that I don't make something that is like over present in the thing. And before he got back to me, I had come up with an idea of, I think it was a Goliath monk or a half-orc monk.
Something like
And you were like, okay, so the character that's leaving is a Goliath barbarian, and she's leaving with a half-orc monk. So, like, you would show up as
that. As what
like,
just left.
these two things that just left. And I was like, all right, well, I don't want to do that, so I'll mix it up. And I was like, okay, well, like, I don't want to be, like, I do like doing an overall thing. I ended up on this, and you're like, okay, so there is a rogue and there is a fighter and all this. I was like, God damn it. All right, oh, there's no intelligence-based characters. I'll get high intelligence. And that was like my thinking of, this is different. And then you point that out. Boy, you're so right. It's like, what the... God damn.
Yeah, I was sitting there. I was like, "Oh man, he's in the water. He can swim. He just used his giant strength." Well, I mean, like, giants are close to Goliath. That's cool. And he's a
Yeah.
fighter
Goliaths are descendant of giants.
and sneak attack.
Mhm. Yeah, I got sneak attack. I'm a half giant sea elf.
You know what's even funnier
It's
is that intelligence is like one of my main things.
so
Well,
I
not
was
main things, but I have proficiency in it.
Yeah.
right. Yeah, that makes
It's
sense.
so funny. It's so funny.
Yeah.
Before
You are
Oggie,
the-
Shun was the smart one of the group.
Oh, you're Captain Planet.
I'm I'm
You
hard.
kind of look like you're blue. You're blue.
Yeah, that's right.
Holy shit!
I got the
You got
green hair. That's right.
Oh my god, you're
Captain
Holy
Planet.
fuck!
Planet.
He's a hero. Gonna take pollution down to zero.
All I'm thinking of is when Don Cheadle did the Captain Planet thing.
Oh my god, that is so. Yeah, that is a good
Yeah.
one. It's very
Fucking
good.
love it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was good.
there it
Good.
is.
Good googly moogly, man.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Heart.
Yep. All right, so my character's Captain Planet.
Yep.
Which I mean, honestly, it's really not far off.
It's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
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 That's awesome.
Holy shit. That's so funny. Good
Yeah.
Water.
Earth, fire.
Heart.
You know, I just switched out one of my runes, my stone rune for my fire rune, and I kept the cloud rune. Who knows? Next level up, I'll switch out for the frost rune or
Fire.
something. Yeah,
Earth.
exactly.
Well, what is your heart rune? What's your heart rune say?
That's just me, baby. It's just
You're right.
Um,
You're absolutely right.
shall we raid?
Sure.
grand idea.
I see. Who do I see?
We got the usual suspects. I think OG's also doing the streams.
I
See, old nerdy
Old
bastard.
Nerdy
West
Bastards
Keep,
and those natural
All Nerdy
ones.
Bastard.
Yeah, let's go to Old Dirty Bastards.
Let's do it. They're
Yeah, why
doing
not?
Marvel Rivals.
Fun.
That's their gig.
Yeah, why not?
And those natural ones are doing Dungeons and Dragons. Oh, and
That's-
maybe Pastel is on doing Witcher.
Hey.
Mad at Marvel
Hey,
Rivals
on
for
not
not
a
having Cyclops
Thursday?
on there.
Yet.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
maybe he
well,
does it on Tuesday.
Fucking rude. Cyclops should have been day 0.
Love you too, Booty.
But-
Love you, booty, 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 booty,
Rocking
rocking
everywhere.
I think that's why or how maybe like is passing me on story on a
Booty's making you robotic.
One more time.
Post to you. So honestly, the most like reasonable answer I can come up with, Booty, is like something akin to the Thinker.
No.
But probably him like hunched over, just writing things down excitedly or something like that.
Love it.
No. You clearly have to do the Captain Planet.
Captain Planet. What's his famous pose? He stands in a number of ways, right?
He's got the power
Yeah.
pose.
I mean, he like
fist
flies,
on his
right?
hip.
He's
When
got
he
the.
flies, yeah.
He does
Yeah.
the flying.
um,
Well, there's 4 of us. We each get 3 months. You can do.
I'll
the
tell you
Thinker
what,
and Captain Planet.
whichever Don Cheadle moment
Just
you
the-
want,
just
like
the-
whichever freeze frame.
Just that moment.
Yeah,
Where he
of
stares
him
at the
looking
camera.
over, all pissed off. Oh, he's
Right.
got a one where he stands and points.
Well, I have it. Oh, would you like me to enter it in now?
Go for it.
Boom,
Boom.
baby.
Yeah, I
Well, I
think
don't know if
definitely
he
the
sent ya.
Thinker.
Yeah, and throw out one of those QA raids. Oh,
Quadrant.
Yeah.
You can go ahead and copy that message if you are following. It should bring up the quest shield.
So this Men of Quest
Yeah.
Accepted poster. This is like a
Calendar.
fireman's calendar type.
Yeah, that's
deal.
exactly what's gonna happen.
Yep.
Apparently.
We're gonna have
Got
2
you.
giant or medium-sized D20s. You know.
Sure. Yeah.
Hey.
Hey,
Right, well,
that's
do
just
you
the
wanna
way
You,
it
go?
goes.
you remember? You remember the whipped cream bikini with the cherries from what was it? Varsity Blues.
From Not Another Teen Movie.
Oh, that one too.
Varsity Blues.
Also Varsity Blues.
I think it's Varsity Blues, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's
Chris
Varsity,
Evans?
yeah, it's Varsity Blues. That's where Not Another Teen Movie got it from.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
instead of cherries, it's D20s.
D20s. That's good. Question: Did Twitch do something new? Because I'm still subscribed, but I'm getting ads.
That
Like
is
a thing.
weird. You
Beats
shouldn't.
the
That
heck
is
out of
very
me.
Well,
Very
we'll
strange.
have to figure that in a minute because we're heading out.
Dude.
Bye.
One.
Well, we got-
Oh, yeah.
Bye.
That should be it, right?